What we are testing today is the result of a very distinct idea, a definite character revealing insight. It is not a boat, but it is not just a simple rib. It is much more. Classifying it is difficult. Defining it, however, is easy. This is Joymarine 50. Welcome to the Boat Show. The concept was born out of the needs of Alessandro Palombo, a boat with tubulars, a rib that breaks all the rules we've been used to. Aft, a large aluminium bracket supports the engines, forming two side platforms. In the version with inboard engines, the bracket is replaced by a large swimming platform. From the beach area, we can reach the living area by passing through these two chaise longues. In the case of the surface propulsion, down here is the housing for the two 600 horsepower engines, while with this 3 aft engine configuration down here, we have a lot of storage space. In this rib, the design of the hardtop cannot go unnoticed. This is an extremely innovative superstructure because it is one of the first in the world to be 3D printed with polycarbonate and carbon yarn, and then finished and laminated in vinyl ester resin and carbon fibre. In short, it is very lightweight and rigid. It is built in 3 different parts, fixed on the gunwale on 7 support points. It's very solid, and most importantly, it is made in Italy. The first dinette, located at the stern, is shaded by the hardtop. It has C-shaped seats toward the centre of the boat, a central table, and a counter dinette on the portside bulwark in front of the entrance that leads below deck. Alessandro Palombo and the architect, Franco Ginesi, gathered ideas, and the resulting design was this. Doesn't the outline of the hull remind you of a Porsche? They are a stylisation of a streamlined, sporty, lightweight boat. But then, how is it possible that the bulwarks are so high? This is the synergistic result of several features and lines working together, offering the eye a pleasant lightness of proportion. First of all, just the aft part of the tubular touches the water, then it tapers towards the bow following the bulwark, but at the lower level compared to the level of the gunwale. Both the reverse shear line of the hull and the smoother one of the tubulars give an eye-catching, slender look to the whole boat. The flooring of the entire area is the icing on the cake. It is so low that it lowers the boat's centre of gravity for maximum stability, raises the bulwarks for greater safety, and creates large spaces under the hardtop while maintaining sporty, elegant lines. To reach the forward area, there are 6 steps, and you have to cross the windshield. Here there is the second all-round dinette with 2 folding tables that can be joined. This area opens up to a large sunbathing area. Below deck there aren't huge spaces, though they allow a comfortable day of cruising, or even a few days of cruising. This layout, as well as the exterior one, has been designed based on the needs of the owner of this rib, but the shipyard is ready to customise the following products according to every need. Look at me, I'm smiling. Do you want to know why? Today we are going to really test this boat because the sea here in Cannes is becoming rougher. This is at least 20 to 25 knots of wind coming from the southeast, and this sea, with this little but crispy wave, is perfect to test a hull. The hull has been designed by Franco Ginesi, and he describes it as a classic hull without any step. There are no flaps and neither the interceptors. He says that he took inspiration from the hulls of the Magnum, but we know that Magnum yachts navigate really well. Will it be the same with the Joymarine 50? The helm station is particular, meaning it is very forward along the longitudinal axis of the boat and high. Just think that I'm 2.10 meters tall right now. That has never happened to me. But we have to say that the whole boat is particular. The bulwarks are high, so this gives me a lot of safety, even in this type of sea. The only flaw is the visibility at the bow. I'm well shielded here, which means it's hard for me to get wet. On the other hand, it's also difficult to see, so I have no choice but to stay standing up. Until now, I haven't decided whether to call this a boat or a rib. The tubulars are surely useful at anchor, but during navigation it is just the last part that touches the water. The dead rise at the stern is 22 degrees and more than 8,500 kilos of displacement. What do you say? Should we push a little more? We're at 3,500 RPM and 16 knots. We are planing. We are aboard a 50-footer, even if the dashboard is that of a super truck and it is as if we were driving an HGV. The power it transmits to me is immense, but the lightness I feel holding the wheel is incredible. I can't resist. I need to give it more gas. Can you hear the engines roar? Okay, now I'll veer port side. Although I think such a small and tapered tubular won't give me much lift, let's try. And I'm right, I don't feel the effect of the tubular. The boat leans to port side and stays there. It doesn't bounce, it's wonderful. Here it looks like we're in the North Seas. If I put my hand out, there's a wind that could rip the cushions apart. Take a look at the sea. Can you see what kind of waves we have here today? Do you hear the hull? No? Because it doesn't slam into the waves. Being able to navigate at 30 knots in this sea, like this, is not something that any boat is capable of. I'm a little curious. Should we exaggerate? Gigi, what do you say? Okay. So first let's make sure everyone is safe, and then let's open the gas. 31 knots, 5,000 RPM. I adjust the trim. I want to reach at least 35 knots. On these waves, it would be perfect. Let's lift the engine so that the propellers can exit from the water. Look at this spectacular wake.
Abbiamo fatto 37 nodi, punto 4.
We reached 37.4 knots with these weather conditions. It's amazing. Whether it's considered a rib or an actual boat, this honestly matters very little. If you are looking for a boat with character that knows how to navigate the sea, then keep in mind the Joymarine 50.
Joymarine 50.